Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm here in Rome looking out from the balcony of my rented place. This will be my final destination of my Italy trip. I'm excited to get started in exploring this big city. Let's begin. In front of me is the most famous landmark in Rome, the Colosseum. You must see this in person. It took 8 years to build in 72 AD. The Colosseum is in good shape for an almost 2,000-year-old building. Let's go inside. Okay, here we are inside. It's really big. A lot of area to cover. Did you know the original name was called Flavian Amphitheater? The Colosseum was built as an entertainment venue where gladiators and animals ended up fighting to death for the entertainment of the viewers. Some individuals are slaves and criminals. As you can see, it's really crowded in here. It's really hard to move around and video or take picture of this amazing landmark. You may not know this, but the Colosseum sits on what used to be an artificial lake that was owned by Emperor Nero. Look at how humongous this Colosseum is. You can see they left all the bits and pieces. That's what's left of this great landmark. Earthquakes and fires that probably happened many times over the 2,000 years never managed to completely destroy the Colosseum. But you can see the pieces that they're able to recover and display here for us to see. Okay, let's keep walking. It looks like we're going to be walking in a big circle to get all around this Colosseum. Looks like stairs, or what used to be stairs. And more stairs there. Did you know there were 80 entrances into the Colosseum? So these must be the entrances. And 76 were for the general public. The other 4 were for important people like the emperor. Wow.
Yeah, there would, that's right. Could be. I mean, yes. I mean, there would be. There would be.
I'm guessing those are benches where the important people, like the emperor, that's where they sit. So after the Colosseum, we didn't stop there. We continued to the Roman Forum and the Palatine Hill. Both are two iconic and significant sites in Rome. The Roman Forum was the heart of ancient Rome, a public space for political, social, and commercial activities. Here we will see ruins of temples, churches, government buildings, and monumental structures, such as this arch here. Here's another arch. This could be one of the entrances to the Roman Forum. What does that say? Does anyone know? Wow, it's even pretty detailed under the arch.
Come on, let's walk around quickly so we can not be.
The Roman Forum provides a clear connection to the political, social, and commercial life of ancient Rome, while the Palatine Hill is one of the 7 hills of Roman overlooking the Forum, and is considered the birthplace of the city and later home to the wealthy and emperors. I'm gonna just keep walking, and you see clearly there's so many open area with just pieces of walls here and there just still standing. Can't really tell what used to be here, but it's a lot of area to cover. Look at this big open space here. It could be like the front yard of a palace. Now look at this. It's some sort of fountain, maybe. Not a pool, but maybe in the backyard. No time to take a break. We have to keep going. I'm going to show you in a second a view from the top. Here I am looking down and just give you an idea how big this Roman Forum is. A lot of walking, a lot of space to cover, and you see a lot of people down there. You see a lot of ruins.
I had no idea it was this much. Are you glad it's this much?
And that's where we entered, if you remember that arch. Okay, we're back down, continuing our walking, and I have to tell you, we just did not cover everything. It's just a lot of walking. Okay, here we are walking through Rome the next day, just doing what every tourist here is doing. And our first place we are visiting is the Spanish Steps. And there, those steps are. Unfortunately, we are not allowed to go up. You can see the fence there. Maybe that's a good thing. My feet have not recovered from yesterday. It's named so because the 135 steps lead to the Spanish square called Piazza de Spagna. And there is also the Trinity de Monte Church. And it's supposed to be a beautiful view at night, but we're not going to stay here long enough to see that. Okay, now we are here at the famous fountain called Trevi Fountain. So this fountain is the most famous fountain in the world. And let me get closer so you can see why. A lot of people there. Oh, it's so crowded. Okay, look at its intricate artwork. It's ridiculous, right? Just, God, so out of this world. Wow. Okay, this is the front view. Some more words I can't read, but look at that. And people do toss coins in the fountain. So people toss the coins in hoping to return to this eternal city. And there's also certain ways that they toss the coins. I just remember reading about it that they have to stand back facing the fountain and throwing it over one of their shoulders. Interesting, huh? We went to a lot of churches since Venice, and they are all amazing. And this one is no exception. This church is famous for its dome illusion right there. It was created by Andrea Passo, made a 3D space on a 2D surface. Originally, the plan was to add another dome, but they ran out of money.
If it applies to the whole ceiling, to the night.
Okay, let me show you that dome illusion again. And it's obvious that it's different because of the dark colors compared to all the bright colors you see there around it. And they use the dark colors to give you that sense of depth and space. This is a really beautiful church. Look how big it is. I love the high ceiling. It's really crowded here today. Okay, after the church, we just continue exploring Rome. The next day, we went to visit the Vatican City, which is the smallest independent state in the world, located within Rome. Here we are in line, ready to go in to explore the Vatican Museum, which also will lead to the Sixtine Chapel. Here's a quick view of how big it is and some pictures that I took inside the museum. It was such a big space that I did not take pictures of everything, but these are just some that will give you an idea of what you will see when you do come and visit the Vatican Museum. After touring this Vatican Museum, our last stop will be the Sixtine Chapel, which is located within the Vatican Apostolic Palace and is also part of this museum. And the Apostolic Palace is where the Pope reside. When we get to the Sixtine Chapel, we were not allowed to take pictures. I just happened to took one, and you'll see it here at the end. The next day, we continue exploring and touring Rome. This is such a big city, we just couldn't see everything. This beautiful castle is Castle Sant'Angelo. It was originally built as a tomb for the Emperor Hadrian, but currently it is now a museum. And here are more places. And by the way, get to know the bus and train transportation well. It really helps with traveling. At night, we went to a festival that takes place along the banks of the Tiber River. This festival features a lively atmosphere with pop-up restaurants, food stalls, arts and crafts, live music, and other entertainment. Day 5, we took it easy since it's our last day, so we went to explore the park. I want to take this time to thank you for traveling with me. My Italy trip has been wonderful. There's so many amazing structures and architectural style buildings and landmarks here. Unfortunately, there wasn't enough time or energy to cover them all, but I'm glad that I had the chance to see some. If you were following me since Venice, I did say that I am looking for inspiration to create back at home. There were so many inspirations to take back. Everywhere I looked, it was just full of rich history and culture. The beautiful museums and churches were inspirational with their arts and architectural designs. The famous landmarks such as the Leaning Tower of Pisa and Colosseum were unbelievable. The glass art pieces and colorful houses were unique and rich in color, and watching the gondolas rolling by was also inspirational. These are just a few to mention. So what will I make? Well, I hope you come back to find out. Thanks for watching.